Hell, it's Base Trade TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the final match of the final group for DreamHack Bucharest Open 2014. Tied up 1-1. Someone's tournament life comes to a halt right here, and the other lives to potentially go on and win all of DreamHack. The big question is, who is it going to be? Spawning here in the top right corner of the map, from Axiom Esports, the Blue Zerg player, Impact.
In top left, as the red Protoss, is Liquid Hero.
Whether you're a fan of Team Liquid, whether you're here for Axiom fighting, Hero or Impact, guys, you really gotta channel your mojo, your good vibes, whatever you want to call it. And you know what? It's been a long time since we did this on Base Trade TV. I hope you guys will participate in this. If you're in chat right now, if you're rooting for Impact, make your text color blue. Make your name blue and start spamming the chat with cheers. Same goes for Impact or for Hero. If you're rooting for Hero, guys, I want to see your text in red, and I want to see that chat flood with the color of the player you're rooting for. Do us that favor, please, here in this final match. But the hype train aside, it's been a pretty close series, and that last game pretty much defined how ridiculous this could possibly be for both of these players. The Infestors, man, I just can't even get over them. I can't get over chat either. Look at that red, look at that blue. I don't know which is more.
Oh my god, spam.
But it's doing it right. Flying the team colors, guys. It's like wearing a jersey to a hockey game. Of course, I'd say hockey, I'm Canadian, but still, red and blue, blue and red. I don't know who's going to win this, but I know that they've got a lot of fans, and that's what matters the most.
Oh god, okay.
I know, looking at the chat, it's ridiculous. Perhaps mistakes were made, but I don't regret it in the slightest. Now, again, this determines the group stage, guys. We got Hero on one hand. You know, he's showed some pretty solid builds, and when it comes down to control, it's hard to beat. But Impact's also gone for some weirder stuff as well. The Infestors came out a bit late. He was forced to go for a gold fast on Habitation Station. Perhaps the only time a Zerg player's ever regretted doing that because of the amount of pressure applied to it, but still. I don't know. I really don't know what to call for Hero. Normally you look at a map like this and you're like, alright, you know what? Phoenixes are out. Closed airspaces. But they might be his best friend because it's the last thing Impact might expect.
He's already changing it up a little bit. We've seen him go for nothing but Forge firsts in the last two games, but this time goes for a Gateway Expand. Impact just gonna get typical 3 hatch at the... Well, no? Was that a fake on the drone, or just deciding to do something different?
I don't know, yeah, if he was...
Oh, that wasn't a drone, that was Ling. I saw a drone go down there.
No, he did send a drone, and he just brought it back to the natural.
Oh, he did? Okay,
there was 100% a drone. You're not crazy, no. I know we're on like hour 13 of casting, but you're not going crazy. What is crazy is the chat's still flooding blue. We're the Hero fans, guys. You're letting Impact's fans just overwhelm you. We need some more red in chat, that's for sure.
Alright, so no third. What does this mean? So Impact, I guess Impact didn't like what he saw with the Gateway Expand. Decides that he's not going to be able to get Queens over there to help with the Militia Corps Stalker poke at the third, which rarely ever kills the third. But can take down a Queen that's off creep for sure.
There are a lot of Queens, actually. Normally you see some Zerg players get a little bit skimped with them, but he's pulled the one for the main, and he's already building another one to replace it, so... a Queen heavier opening is not something you really see, but I guess creep spread would be really nice on merry-go-round. It's a really strange map. I mean, truly is. There's the weird high ground in the middle of the map. Again, that limited airspace does come into effect. You're not going to be able to skirt around with Mutalisk. But like I said, the Stargate, I like this out of Hero. I like this a lot. You know, this is not a map you would expect air on, but still goes for it nonetheless. Unfortunately, it's going to get scouted.
Yeah. Of course, you always scout it eventually as Phoenix kills your Overlord, but now he's going to know, like, way in advance. Just maybe get the Spore Crawlers up exactly on time.
Yeah, whether it's the Paranoia Spore Crawlers, well, you know what, actually, backing this up, he didn't take that third, right? Like, you would have expected him to have done that. Now, perhaps seeing the Stargate, he's going to regret that, I say? I mean, what do you do off of 2 bases versus a Stargate?
Well, you get a Roach Warren, and then you go ahead and get your Hatchery a little bit later. It's going to be a lot safer against any of that ground pressure, but you're right. Like, not a lot of ground pressure is coming. He does have 2 more gateways on the way, so you can do a 3-gate. You can even have the Phoenixes help a little bit, or you can just use them to, you know, take advantage of the fact that Queens are probably trying to defend the 3rd.
We need more Korean champions. Go Impact. I glance over at chat. You guys are aware these are both Korean players, right? I mean,
there is no hero that isn't Korean, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, in fact,
heroes,
there's 2 of them. That's how
Korean.
many there are. Actually, this is gonna go. The Phoenix revealed first makes it look like it's gonna be a big Phoenix opener, but instead goes for the Oracle follow-up.
Interesting. Well, he would have, if he was really paying attention, he would have saw the Oracle being made.
Yeah, you can like zoom in and see the outline of it.
Yeah, but it is interesting. We've always seen Oracle first and then Phoenixes or even Void Rays afterwards. So what I'm talking about the later 3rd, just like the crew spread's not going to be there for ages, and you don't want to give up the Queens because they're
Time warp. Oh, that's gonna kill 2 of these Queens for sure. Oh, but a transfuse saves the first one. And that's the one with energy for more transfuses, sadly. Mothership Core is going to be driven back, but that is a lot of slow lings. Granted, necessary, but that is a lot of slow lings.
The slow time warp, it's so slow.
I know, it's like watching something under a microscope.
The speed's at the finish, so I don't know if Hero really wanted to warp in these other Zealots. They're getting good trades, of course. Zealots always
Where
trade
did that
well.
Oracle go, though? It did go for the natural or the main. Yeah, so got about 3 kills, unfortunately, with the Queen there, driven back. But it can shred these lings, that's for sure.
Really wants to go after this hatchery.
Yeah, focusing perhaps a little too hard on it. Gonna have a little bit of DPS, but runs out of energy. Mothership Core can't take on this fight. It's too low. Oh, he's gonna lose the Mothership Core.
Oop! Dude, the creep is so close to helping.
If there was like 1 block of creep there to speed it up. Oh my god. Alright, here's aggression put on hold, but he's getting weapons behind this. He's getting blink behind this. This wasn't an all-in with like 4 gateways on 1 base. So he's not out of this game. He's even taking a 3rd behind this as someone pings. I mean, here's a pork. Dude, what?
I guess it's an inside joke because it's saying pork TV.
Oh, pork TV. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, Take already told them to stop talking. Just saying.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll figure that one out later. Hydralisk Den is down. He didn't make a lot of roaches, mostly a lot of lings.
I can't get over that Mothership Core living though. That would have been a huge loss to take and a big advantage for Impact if he could have sniped that.
Would have been nice if he kept all those lings alive. You know, the fact is that even though Hero lost all those outs that he warped in, he really took down a lot of lings. You know, if all those lings were still alive, he probably is not able to get up a 3rd like he did.
Yeah, 26 lings would have been a huge contest, but these roaches might have a little something to say with it. Oracle does have energy for attacking though.
Unless you're gonna have a cannon, if only. If only.
If only this had died, this may look a little bit different with only 1 cannon to defend, but the Oracle, I'm surprised, is not getting involved with the fights. He's saving the energy.
Ooh, cool for school. There you go.
Yeah. Perhaps forgot that you have to activate it. But focusing on the roaches, you can take out the lings very, very quickly, of course. Still, I'm surprised these 2 air units have been providing a lot of damage against a lot of these like roaches and lings that have not been getting a lot done. Void Ray follow-up to this, I don't think this was intentionally going to be his choice, but goes for it upon seeing the roaches, knowing that he just doesn't have the ground forces to deal with this. I mean, there's a lot of sentries granted, but this isn't exactly like a roach killing force.
I think you're right on that one. That Oracle, by the way, just keeps on, like, you think it doesn't have that much energy left, so you just get your lings go under there, and then...
Oh, what was that? Impact got a little startled.
I probably thought it was the Oracle.
Yeah, panic mode activates! But the Hydralisk on the way, along with Groove Spawns, you can allow him to dance and kind of contend with whatever really Hero brings out. I mean, I
wonder, is he going... He did get a Roach Warren, but that seemed more to just contend with the fact that Zealots are being warped in. He's going for mainly Ling Hydra right now. With that Spire coming up, we could see a transition into Mutas, even though with a limited airspace, we keep saying, like, this isn't the map for it.
It's one you can work with, though. I mean, it's just
not like
easy.
Totally, yeah, exactly. Like, you can't ever not do it, but it is a little worse.
Oracle is following but not attacking anything once again. This thing is a real jerk.
I know, it is. It really is.
It could have killed those lings and saved the cannon, I think, even from the Roach, but Hydralisk on the front lines are a little bit worrisome.
Oh, sentries. Those look so juicy, but of course Force Field's always...
Yeah.
Gotta take those into account.
Well, that's another thing about Merry-Go-Round, though. You need a lot of force fields on this map. Locks about half in, locks the other half out.
I think Hero's caught by surprise seeing those units out there. He loses all of his sentries pretty darn quick.
But you know, he cleans up about half the Hydralisks, and now with this Blink Stalker remains, he can actually deal with this, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. But again, the big problem is that the more Stalker's Impact kills, the better this Muta follow-up will be, and that's what I think he's going for.
Yeah, Ling Hydra is pretty strong, but not against units that retain themselves to keep them alive longer than they should. Still, though, blinking off a cooldown is Hero, maintaining so many Stalkers that should otherwise be dead. Oracle, once again, just kind of chilling by, not getting involved whatsoever. It's got no energy to fight this time, though, so through no fault of its own, he will clean up this initial Hydralisk attack, and because he maintains this third base, he can continue to afford making these Stalkers. This is something you normally aren't afforded the opportunity to do, and as you pointed out, Zombie, we have 17 Mutalisks just hatched.
That observer sees a bunch of mutas on the way. He did not see the Spire, so this is pretty much a blindside for a Hero. He lost a lot of Stalkers, so keeping up 3 bases versus the mobility
I don't think he saw them. I don't think he saw them.
So hard. Did he not see them?
No, the Stalkers are moving out.
Oh no!
He's not making Phoenix. Stalkers being warped into home aren't going to cut it. Not alone. There's such a low count. Granted, the Mutalisk count isn't out of control yet, but still, those other Stalkers really should have been at home for this. He is going to focus fire though and get more Mutalisk kills out of this because he's not going to just move around. So maximizes the potential of these Stalkers. The reinforcement should be able to drive this back, but this was something that shouldn't have done this much damage.
Well, you know, I think that was okay. Impact going to go for the fight again. He knows that. I think his idea is that since he has 4 bases going on 5, he's okay with trading like this, like 1 muta for 1 Stalker, roughly.
Oh, where's that Colossus?
Natural.
Oh my god, Hero's units are like so guilty of just being AFK this game.
Terrible workers.
Well, I mean, like, the Colossus just sees these legs run by. It's like, you got it. There's a wall.
Yeah, you're fine. Again, dealing with the small amount of Mila so far is pretty good for Hero, but Impact's not going to let up. I mean, he has 1 start, he's trying to get another one. It would have been awesome if Impact's first attack, you know, that is like the best, is when your first attack with Mutalisk doesn't just kill Stalkers, but actually gets these Stargates. That is the best feeling. Unfortunately, it didn't happen.
More
cannons with Phoenixes.
More cannons were coming down in anticipation of this sort of run by, but the Stalkers got to move out, and unfortunately, with all the SimCity working against him, it's going to take some time to get down there. He's trying not to use his blink. Might have to, though, just to be able to connect. The Onion Pulse Crystals will be coming out, but this is a brilliant choice because Impact is not letting up on the Mutalisk. There's 6 more coming out. He's got level 2 or level 1 weapons finished for them. There's going to be a continued investment in these Mutalisks. Now, I gotta be honest, we can see this game going a lot of different ways, but I would love if this went to Mutacorruptor. I think it's one of the funnest, most interesting ways you could watch this match dance outwards.
Or a base trade, straight up.
I don't know if he's gonna be able to do that. Hero doesn't have the units to base. If there's Immortals, that's different, right? Because you knock down buildings so quickly. But with just Colossus, this is more of an anti-army.
I'm talking like 10 minutes from now.
Oh well, maybe if it's 10 minutes from now and the Phoenixes and Mutalisks haven't decided the fate of the game, maybe. But I mean, this is a lot of Mutalisks. This is 26. This is when it gets scary.
Yeah. Still, he needs to realize he needs to get at least a few Corruptors, or even try and go for Phoenixes.
That Oracle!
Infestors sometimes.
That Oracle, once again, coming in. Trying to micro his heart up, but Link's fled through underneath us. Colossus coming to the back, and Blink Stalker's moving forward. But he dives into the Mutalisk. A small mistake is made, and it's going to cost him a couple more of these very precious Phoenixes.
Oh, lots of the Stalkers are going down, just bouncing between the Stalkers and the Phoenixes, and he's getting both.
I think Impact's got this.
I think he does as well.
Hero of all people to go out of the tournament, but at least this man, Impact, has earned it, ladies and gentlemen. A couple of Phoenixes, all that stand between him and defeat, and Hero, or him and victory, I should say, and Hero unfortunately looks like he's very close to defeat. Last couple Colossus is going to go down, last couple Stalkers are going to go down. No counterattack, but an observer in the other base. He gets to watch the slow death. And I feel so bad for Hero right now because this is such a talented player, but Impact showing his worth. Well, I don't know what to say other than that. Congratulations to him.
Yeah, he's trying to get Anion and Pulse Crystals out so maybe the Phoenixes can take down a whole bunch of Mutalisks and get him back in this game.
The Lings will flood underneath that though.
Yeah. He doesn't have a ground army. Yeah, exactly.
Impact, ladies and gentlemen, will knock out not only previous DreamHack winner Liquid Hero, but will secure his spot in tomorrow's stages, and fingers are crossed for him he can make it through. But this is the third going down. There's just no income, no production. 15 probes, barely on 1 base. Natural's got nothing there. I give it to the Phoenixes. They've got the potential to kill the Mutalisks eventually, but as stated, lots of Lings being made underneath this, and there's just no way he could possibly Graviton beam up every single Zergling.
He doesn't have the money to get any more.
That's still 38 Mutalisks, though. Oh my god, this is gonna take forever to kill.
He's trying, man. He's trying. Once Impact realizes, you know, he can get Infestors, he'll stop trying.
It's not even the Infestors that are gonna matter. It's just Lings. 1 mineral patch is all the Hero is left. Lings are starting to get in here. A couple cannons are all that left. GG, ladies and gentlemen. Axioms Impact!